The state of Nebraska is giving driver's license information to the U.S. Census Bureau about Nebraska citizens. The state says they're following the law, while opponents say it's intimidation. Senior reporter Jake Wasikowski explains.
The state of Nebraska is the first and apparently only state that has agreed to cooperate with the federal government's request to turn over driver's license records for the 2020 census. The Nebraska DMV says they're following the Uniform Motor Vehicles Record Disclosure Act, which says they will make the records available when an authorized request is made. Adam Moorfeld is the executive director of Civic Nebraska, which works to create a more modern democracy for all Nebraskans. Moorfeld, also a state senator, says it's more about instilling fear in undocumented immigrants to keep them from filling out the census, especially since the Trump administration wasn't able to get the citizen question on it.
We're concerned about it because releasing this information with driver's licenses isn't necessary to ensure a complete count, which is the number one purpose of the census every 10 years, is to make sure that everyone is counted regardless of their origin.
The state DMV says anyone that gets a driver's license has to prove they're a legal resident. Taylor Gage, spokesperson for Governor Pete Ricketts, said, quote, "The state of Nebraska has provided these records to the federal government as required by the Uniform Motor Vehicle Records Disclosure Act. Some speculate it will skew redistricting political lines if not everyone fills out a census, undocumented or not." Moorfield says it's critical to get an accurate census count without fear for the sake of all Nebraskans.
Regardless of whether they're a citizen or not a citizen, we want to make sure that Nebraskans are getting the amount of resources that they paid into the federal government back in our state.
The data collection is supposed to start this month and go through 2021. There has been discussions on trying to stop that from happening. Reporting in Lincoln, Jake Wasikowski, 3 News Now.
The Nebraska DMV says they take the privacy of drivers' information very seriously.